Matthews and the Green Bay Packers. By for the call from Venerable.
Place first open way back in 1980. No team means more to a city than the Packers to their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they... From up top, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. And Charles...
Atta baby, show that age.
It's going to be a battle in 2019 as well. Who do you like out of this division?
Well, Chicago is a repeat. Minnesota thought they were going to run the division, had a rough year. That's not normal Vikings football. They'll get back into the fray. Green Bay had such an underwhelming season last year. They changed coaches, but they still have number 12 throwing the football. And Detroit, they're on a crusade to eliminate bad football and get back to being the Lions that roar.
Get it. Go.
Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Green Bay's offense trots out there, and under center, of course, will be Aaron Rodgers, who put the ball in the air 53 times last week in their loss at home to Philadelphia. Threw for 422 yards, and what's interesting about that game, CD, is Green Bay got up 10-0 against Philly before losing. They were 58-0-1 when leading by 10 or more at home until that defeat.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? Because normally, with Green Bay's defense playing the way they have in the early going, you would think that's almost a lock to close out teams. But in this case, they struggled with Philadelphia. Aaron Rodgers had an Aaron Rodgers game, and he did say their offense had to come to life. They had to help out the defense. In this case, the offense came to life. The defense struggled. Devontae Adams, they wasted a big game by him. 10 catches, 180 yards. And then that last pass at the goal line by Aaron Rodgers. Tried to fit it in like he normally does. Gets batted in the air, interception, and the Eagles go home winners.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got his man, it's Williams. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Graham's got it, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about it.
And we'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Everyone's got 4 down. Omaha, remove. Middle. Hey, orbit.
Got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Go.
From the 50, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Caught by Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get 17 that time.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again is Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And now the offense for Detroit.
Running back Kerryon Johnson was drafted out of Auburn in the 2nd round in 2018 to become the Detroit Lions' lead running back, something they haven't had in a long time. In fact, in 2018, he ran for over 100 yards in a game in September. The first Lions back over 100 yards since Reggie Bush on Thanksgiving Day in 2013. They're hoping that continues, and he'll be the 3-down runner that they've been seeking.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screenplay. The last catch nearly got him at 1st, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Hey, Alpha. Zebra.
I see you, Hockey. I got you wide open.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Omaha, remove. Alert. Omaha, remove. Hey, echo. Look at him.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. As Green Bay takes the field here offensively, Charles, let's revisit what's going on in this season right now for the Packers. 3-1, as we said, after the loss to Philadelphia. And they go to Dallas this week, so another tough game.
It is a tough game on the road. Dallas having lost to New Orleans for their first loss. So this is going to be an interesting deal for both of them to see how they both recover. Green Bay gets a little extra time because they played the previous Thursday. So that may help them a little bit, give them a tad of an advantage when they go on the road. Then after that, they've got to get back to defending their home field. Detroit visits and Oakland visits. Not easy games, either one of them. But let's face it, if you can go 3-1 every quarter of the season, that's 12-4. Green Bay is signed up for that right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Detroit's offense, they worked their way back out here, and it gives me a chance to just ask you what you saw from them in last week's game. And we touched on it a bit earlier, but you were in the booth for their loss to Kansas City. But was that an encouraging loss for Detroit?
I think if from the outside in, you would say yes, because they've been trying to change, what's that word everyone uses? Their culture. And I think they've done that with the additions of guys like Trey Flout.
And got his man complete. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Stafford on 1st down. Screen play, Johnson. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
10, bravo.
Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
11. Hey, 22. Hey, Steve 6.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Stafford now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw is Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Johnson. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Thanks to that last play. 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4. Rodgers, the connection made. It's Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. A first down carry here for Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check it back, 59! 42, 42! Come on, baby, come on, let's go. 5.
Back to throw, Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. J.D. McKissick there to make the grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. Back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford, Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, it's Stafford. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Zadarius Smith, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Charlie.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Flushed out right. Complete to Jones. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Blue 60, 22, right 22, right 54, go.
Operating from the gun, Stafford, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson there to make the grab, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll go again to Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be brought down with the first down, and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Win 18. Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
On second down now, it's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop. They're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Here we go. Here we go.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. My question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your pro? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score Lions 21, Packers 7.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, Alpha.
Now it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Stafford on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again at Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down, Williams. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd-and-1. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right now. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 19 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it's going to be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hey, foxtrot.
Now it's Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Waiting. Alert. Hey, team 6.
Stafford now to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Throwing here, Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Lions on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is third down and 12. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. On the run. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Give him 32 on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
I ain't saying nothing. Let me hurry up, man.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now Stafford on third and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
WDP, we don't punt. You go up for this one,
They snap it to Stafford. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
No, you're not winning twice tonight. I don't care, no. What is up? When you bother me, now get from you. You know what? Let me go and rub it in their face. Yeah, I could kick, but...
So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, give me radar.
Be quiet.
To the air again, Stafford. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 15. 36 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
No, 319. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
On first down, Rodgers. He's got it to Williams. And he's got some space here. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Look at the spin.
Balance.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw caught by Kumaro. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers now throwing again. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
Yeah, but it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. from Lambeau. Good night, everybody.
Shout out to Lions Nation. Shout out to the Detroit Lions fan page. Shout out to One Pride. Y'all do y'all thing Monday night, man. Give y'all something, man. Get y'all through this weekend to the game Monday night. My daughter with her the loudest phone in America. Say bye to everybody, please. We have a lot of
wow, but who tell? But who keep on this? Still have to turn it down. You.
Oh, you kept telling me turn it down?
Yeah, and you just.
My bad, took the money. Okay, tell everybody bye. Till next time. They can't hear you.
Bye!
Till next time.
Next time. See you next time.
See you later. Say Lions Nation.
I'm about to draw cheese on your shirt.
You about to go to this adoption agency. That's where you about to go.